Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. It's Lane here with MetaShackle. I'm just going to do a quick update here on Sol. So it has been moving pretty well since the video I put out yesterday. It actually ended up coming down to the bottom, doing a fake out towards the bottom side of this wedge, trading back into the wedge, breaking out above, retesting the upper trend line, and then breaking out from there. It actually, this red line right here represents the rim line of the cup and handle. It actually broke out above that last night, came back, retested, had a couple draws on liquidity right here at this fair value gap, and it has since broke out as of this morning. Took another draw on liquidity and has been moving up nicely, and it looks like it's going to continue upwards. So I ended up putting a trade on yesterday, knowing that the markets are going to be either shut down or pretty slow on Monday because of Veterans Day. And if you're a veteran, thank you. We love you. We cherish you, and we owe you so much that we could never repay. You are so appreciated. Thank you, thank you. But I ended up putting that trade on down here at the 197.83 level. Seeing this pattern once it broke below right here, it formed a small inverse head and shoulders pattern right on the bottom of that trend line, which subsequently is the neckline of that pattern. So once it started to find a bottom, came right back, it created this fair value gap right here. I placed my entry just above that fair value gap, so once it retested the level, it got me into the trade perfectly. At the time, since we're trading on the weekend, the bid and the ask were actually a little bit higher than they should have been, so I wasn't able to get as tight of an entry as I normally do because of that, but I still got a pretty good level, and pretty much from the time I got in on that trade right in this area, it has never come back to that level again. So it's doing very well. But if you actually look at the charts overall on this move since election day, what we ended up seeing is the anticipation move into the election right here. It actually created a nice pattern on the Elliott wave. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way move up. Then as it created this wedge pattern right here, we actually had an ABC correction. We bottomed out. This is where I entered. And now it appears that we're having another 5-way move up. So this is just my theory at this point, but it looks like we are now working on the wave 3. So we've had 1, 2, and we're now working on the wave 3. So we broke above that rim line, retested it, broke out. We took out a previous high, which is represented by this green line. And we also have another previous high up here, and these 3 marks right here represent the Fibonacci levels. So odds are we're at least going to come up and touch the 618, but generally we'll come up to the 702, and if it's a really strong move, we could come up to the 786 and maybe even higher. But I think it makes sense that since the algorithm is in a buy model right now, it's going to be seeking buy-side liquidity, which is one reason why it keeps taking out these highs. Plus, since we have now broken out above this rim line, it's going to be extremely bullish breaking out of this cup and handle pattern. So I'm going to peel off half of my trade right here, and then I'm going to let the other half basically ride up and see if we can take out this last high. Once we take out this high on this 5th wave, there's probably a good chance that we'll see a good correction. Assuming it occurs, I'll be looking to re-enter somewhere. Once it stabilizes, hits a bottom and reverses. So Sol has definitely got some momentum in it. It seems like nothing can really keep it down. Of course, we're seeing that generally throughout the crypto market in itself. Another interesting thing is, so if you actually look at the top 10 here on CoinMarketCap, XRP, which I'm a strong believer in long term, is actually Dogecoin, stole its spot, knocked it down from the number 7, and now Doge has also knocked down USDC coin. So a meme coin has actually taken the number 6 spot. And if you look at the volume levels here, there's actually 3 times the buying interest in Doge right now than XRP. And if you look at the big moves that Cardano has been making, I mean 87% in a week compared to XRP barely grinding out a 20% profit. And we're seeing Shiba Inu is really making a big move. There's a good chance that if this continues heading into December and January, there's probably a fair chance that XRP could lose its top 10 status if it doesn't kick it into high gear. Anyways, so keep your eyes on these coins. Sol has some big moves ahead of it still. Now, depending on how this pans out on this third, fourth, and fifth wave, this could be interesting. But I do think that once it comes out and takes out this previous high, somewhere around that 240, 250 level, somewhere right around this area, maybe even down here at the 786 Fibonacci level, which is basically just taken off of this upper high and this very bottom right here at the start of the breakout on the 4th, anticipating the election results. If we got really lucky, we might even see a consolidation in this area and then a fifth wave that actually comes out and takes out this high right here. But either way, I pay myself as I'm in the profit, so I will be cutting my holdings in half just to guarantee that I come out of it with some profit. And then the other half will let it ride, and then I'll just pull the ejection cord whenever I feel like it's the best opportunity to do it. So anyways, I hope you appreciate this video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.